Welcome to the Agency Navigators Podcast. I'm Merle.
I'm Don.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Shauna.
I'm Adam.
I'm Susan.
I'm Jamie.
And we're the Brady Bunch, clearly. Seriously, thank you all for joining us. This is our 2025 end of year message, and we are so grateful to have the entire Agency CFO team with us today.
Absolutely. Some of us you see a lot, and some you probably have never seen on camera, but we're all together today.
We're together today and very happy for that. So we thought today's podcast would be a bit different. And first, we want to do a 2025 recap. We've all been thinking about it and considering it and what our best moments are of the year from the agency CFO perspective. So we're going to go ahead and start with Jamie.
Hi. I would say in 2025, one of the things that was top tier for me was my promotion to experience coordinator. And with that, thank you. I've really loved the role, but top of the list is definitely the client interactions I've been able to have and the impact I've been able to make there.
Absolutely. We even got you on a couple of client calls, didn't we?
You did.
If you're with Agency CFO, it's going to happen sooner or later. Let's go to Susan. Reflections of 25.
Well, 2025 marked my first full year here, and it's been really fun. I primarily work with the financial reporting, so I work hand in hand with Don and Kay and Shauna, and it's been really fun to see the reactions or to work through the results of the financial reports and to really celebrate with the agencies those months when the financial reporting looks great, new business growth is way up, we really cheer that on, and it's been really fun. And in the same time, we share concerns when things don't look the best. So it's been great to work as a team that way.
Isn't that one of the biggest surprises is how involved all of us get? And this is open to everyone on the call. We really do get that involved with, it's not only just when their numbers are good, when they make a great hire.
It's a lot more than numbers.
Yeah, it's the whole human thing. Like all of our agency partners are real close friends. We consider them just part of us. So that's a really good point, Susan. Thank you. Yeah. And we won't pick on you, Don, and the CFOs for when the Reagan Big Eye best practice comes out and all of you geek out over those numbers.
Yes, Don's enthusiasm was very contagious. It was fun.
Exclamation points and emojis were flying all over teams.
I don't think fun and financial are usually in the same sentence, but to your point, enthusiasm is fun when you have clients that win and you share those stories and you're invested, it is fun to celebrate those moments.
Absolutely. And we're going to pick on Jamie for a minute because I know that little puppy is howling there, isn't she?
She is. She knew that this call was being recorded, so she saved every line for right now. Sorry about that, everybody.
So we'll take a quick pause for the new pet additions this year. We have, Jamie, you go first.
We have sweet English setter puppy Vera, who just turned 6 months old yesterday and is weighing in right about 40 pounds and still growing.
And clearly wants to be a part of this message.
Fear of missing out is strong, yes.
Is very strong. Adam, you have a new addition this year.
Yep, I added a Jack Russell Terrier named Trunks to the family.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Kay, I don't know if this is the year you got your new cat or was that last year?
I was just thinking it was in January, so it feels like it should have been on the cusp of last year. Yes, you added a second edition named Oliver.
Okay. And then Shauna, we've talked about the pets. Why don't you talk about your new addition?
He is Fluffy. We call him the fuzzy duck. So, we added a third child to our family in February, little Brecken. So, So the agency CFO group has expanded via heartbeats through our family heartbeats.
That was kind of a fun. I had to pick on you, Jamie, because I could see you were just not happy. She was being very vocal. But it makes it real, right? And that is Agency CFO. It really, truly is all about we are real. All right, Adam, let's kick it to you and tell me about your 2025.
All right, so I have two pretty decent-sized wins that I wanted to bring to the table today. First one is the revitalization of the Agency Navigators podcast here. We refreshed it, added fresh content, clearer structure, and renewed momentum, and it's really doing pretty well. So happy about that one. And another big win was the upgrade to the budget model and the budget template and financial model. Created just a smoother, smarter, more accurate planning system for the entire organization and all of our clients.
Excellent. Why don't you speak to that? If you're new to Agency CFO, if you haven't really caught on to it yet, every year, this model, you speak to it.
What do CFOs do in the summer? Well, we know.
You spent your summer vacation.
Yeah, it's not at the beach. We spend our summers in preparation for the upcoming year for the budget financial model. And every year we add more functionality. We reassess what worked well, where could improvements be made, how do we add integrity, graphical elements, automation elements. And that's how we spent our summer. We made some really good improvements that we're excited about for 2026. And we do this every year, every summer.
Every summer, what's the latest upgrades? So that was it's a group effort and a lot of thought, a lot of client feedback. We hear it all year. And so that every year we just are about improvement. All right, from Adam, let's go to Shauna. Tell us about your 2025, besides Brecken, which is like a huge part of your 2025.
Yep, adding another member was definitely a huge part. So I kind of missed, that little chunk of the year. But outside of that, similar to Susan, this was my second full year. So I felt like my biggest win of the year was really developing deep relationships with my clients, getting to feel their wins, getting to, feel their losses with them. That was definitely my biggest win. And I'm happy Adam went first because he's definitely the mastermind behind the new improved budget and financial model. But that was my other win, is having, a more robust and new model to show our clients, to give them more data, to give them anything that they would need kind of within one system.
Excellent. Good. And you really have, Shauna. That is, looking back, the confidence. We knew you were something special. We've always known that. And your tactical information, your grasp of accounting is so strong. Just to see you now, and this is for any agency partner or any agency owner listening. We always say, give someone 2 years to fully not only learn the surface of their role, but let it become intuitive. That is so important. So there's kind of a little bonus end of the year tip. When you look at your team members, who are the long tenured ones? How can you help them continue to grow? But those that are coming up and hitting year 2, really look for them to hit their stride as the knowledge just becomes ingrained into them. Cool. Good job, Shauna. All right, on to Kayla.
There were a lot of, I'm going to say, small wins that feel really big, but there was one that really stood out this year. It was a best practice year. So if you've heard us talk about our client experience, we always say we are an extension of your team. And whether you have bad moments, we're with you in those, but we're also with you in the good. We try to celebrate that. And whether that's, what you feel is value or what we can measure. And one of those is the Reagan best practice. They team up with the Big I and provide that study, whether you consider that end of summer, early fall, depending on what part of the country you're in. It gets released every year, and every 3 years they release top winners, or how you want to categorize that. But these are agencies that are doing their best of the best. They are top performers, and this year we had several new submissions, or newbies we like to call them, and it was really exciting to be part of that submission process. Consider this is going off of 2024 results. So that was a big part of what I worked on last year with, my clients is how do we set you up well up for best practices? So to go through that process and to also have them win and have them recognized for the work that they do. It's one thing for us to tell them you're a best practice agency, you're doing really well, you're on the path to whatever it is in your future, whether you're on a 5-10 year trajectory. It's one thing for us to say it, and it's another thing to be recognized nationally with peers. So A, that we have that study is really cool, and 2, that we're able to make an impact with agencies through it. It was really exciting to celebrate that this year.
Awesome.
It certainly was a great day when the awards came out.
There was another day of exclamation points and emojis.
Lots of happy emails.
Lots of happy emails. And then once it started, from what I remember, once we found out that 1 or 2 of our agency partners got notified, like all of us were hitting the phones, hitting the email, reaching out, like, did you hear yet? Did you hear yet? Like it became like wildfire through the team. That was really good. For me, 2025, and I'm saving our fearless leader for last, 2025, if you haven't caught on if you're watching the video, looking at our screen, we've had an extremely stable year with the agency CFO team, and that allowing someone like Shauna to come up to speed and become intuitive, or promoting Jamie into client experience. This has just given Agency CFO such a strong foundation to have a team that's solid and steady and stable. Really, whether you're an insurance agency, small business, whatever you do for your business, it is vital. It really is vital. So for me, that was definitely one of the biggest highlights of the year. The other is back to the relationships with the agency partners. I know Don and I get a significant number of phone calls right on our cell phones from agency partners. Sometimes we're on their account. Sometimes it's a Shauna account or a Kayla account. But being able to be there when they need to reach out. There's one theme that business ownership can be very lonely.
Absolutely. We have the advantage here, the two of us.
Makes it easy for us.
I've often said, I would never do this alone. I would never want to be in business alone, because it is absolutely lonely. It's hard. Yeah. There's a lot. It's a lot of risk, pressure. There's a lot that goes with business ownership.
There's so much. So it is, to me, a great blessing if my phone rings and it's an agency partner, one of the owners reaching out and just saying, hey, do you have a minute? Absolutely. Absolutely. I will make a minute, because, and I know you get those calls as well.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Sometimes it's phone a friend, and that's how Don and I view it.
It's much like for our agencies, you get those phone calls from the clients, and sometimes they're claims. And it's like, this is why we exist. Mm-hmm. To be there in time of need, in a crisis mode, when it's most important. Absolutely. We're here.
So I'm blessed. I'm grateful to all of you who work with us, and maybe will work with us in the future. It is real to us. And I always tell everyone, how you see Don and I on camera, this is how we are in real life. There's not much difference. This is real to us. So, fearless leader.
I'm hardcore CFO. And yes, we live to take care of our insureds. We live to take care of our stakeholders. And yet there's beyond there. In the CFO world, it is about value creation. And I'm so proud when we really define value largely as, did you grow in revenue? Did you grow in clients? Were you profitable? And beyond serving the needs of the business, it's important that we all create value. Value creation has to happen for long-term existence, for ownership, for every member of the team. And when we looked into all of our partner agencies, and we celebrate with you, and we're so proud to see the value that created, and that, independent agencies, can exist forever. You know, the world.
Don't let those big guys.
Don't let the big guys scare you.
See
You
it.
guys are doing great, and it's a wonderful career. Don't ever not believe it.
To add that, I'm going to give the statistic for 2024. Our agency partner, Susan, went through and did a research project for us. And I'm not sure if Shauna and Kay helped. I know Susan had it. Our collective agency partners in 2024 grew $21.2 million in revenue growth. I'm excited to see what 2025 will be.
Oh, I know 2025 is an excellent year, and that's part of it. You deserve to be rewarded. Everybody works hard. This is a tough industry. This is a hard industry.
Yeah,
and you deserve to be rewarded by value, by creating value.
and that's going to be a little hint for our next go around. So
Absolutely.
stay tuned for when we go through our next question and watch what we talk about then. So let's get to it. 2026. What do we want out of the year ahead? What do we see? Where's our mind at? Kicking it to Jamie first.
In 2026, I'm really looking forward to further embracing the statement in question that Don and Rowe posed, Agency CFO would be a better organization if. And I think everybody had really cool, awesome answers, and I'm excited to be a part of everyone's Agency CFO would be a better organization if. But for me personally, helping to find the right CRM for Agency CFO, as well as really getting, I'm going to call it systematic stickiness, to make sure that we're having those meaningful touch points with our clients and really embracing the client experience.
That was really good. And I will give full credit. That was a Donism. He really did pose to all of us on one of our strategic meetings, and I didn't even know about it ahead of time. So why don't you speak to that a little bit?
It really speaks to continual improvement. We ask all of our partner agencies, please give us feedback.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where are we doing well? Where are our opportunities to improve? And we work on continual improvement from external feedback, internal feedback. We are an organization that's always looking to be better.
And that was a great question. Agency partners, here's another tip this recording. Ask your leaders, ask your team, how would you would be a better organization if? And it puts you in a different mindset. You talk about working on the business instead of in the business. That is the question. All right. Thank you so much, Jamie. That was good. On to Susan.
My excitement in 2026 is that the Peterson family is growing and grandchild number 6 is due in February. So
Yay!
personal note there, but we're excited.
Number 6. So we're doing an end of year wrap up, and hopefully by Valentine's Day, we have a safe and healthy number 6 or around there.
Yep.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right, Adam, 2026.
Well, looking ahead to 2026, there's going to be a focus shift to the launch of Dashboard 2.0. Dashboard 1.0 was great. We've gotten a lot of feedback from our clients, and we've taken in a lot of that feedback and started making some changes that you'll see coming in the future. We'll be delivering a faster, more intuitive, and deeply data-driven experience that'll raise the bar for reporting across not only the company, but for all of our clients as well.
And if you're listening out there and you haven't seen our agency CFO dashboards, what's one, besides to go see it, anything you want to tell them about it?
Well, again, it comes to really understanding the core of your business. We want to help you understand the reality and allows you to manage better.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So thank you, Adam. That was a huge win, getting them up and running. Pretty much that was a 2024 initiative, though they've been steady improvements in 25, but look out for version 2.0. Definitely looking forward
Coming early 2026.
Early, yes. Exciting. On to Shauna. What does 2026 hold in your mind?
Well, it's been mentioned, I'm kind of a tactical, knee-deep accounting CFO of the team for sure. We worked on that a lot with all of my clients this year, is just getting them cleaned up and, that their data is good and having everything in line. So I'm excited to delve more into strategic side with a number of my clients. There'll still be tactical things that'll come up. They're going to be that true blue accounting, of course, but we've got a number of them in a really good spot. So kind of excited for that next step and actually getting to do some strategic work.
I love that, true blue accounting. That was really well said, Shauna. That was excellent. But it is true. I've seen you work on the strategic projects or the strategic calls, and you really embrace them.
Yes, I do.
All right, Kayla, 2026.
I would say, so for 25, I don't think it was intentional, but it was really a stabilizing year. I think a lot of agencies, whether, again, they went into the year or it was just market adjustments, we'll call them. I think the market kind of forced our hand to focus on the foundational elements of agencies, the processes, how we're accounting for things, the data. That's been a lot of our focus is the book of business. And I think for 26, I feel like we're going into a year of stability and we can build upon that. So I'm excited to do the reverse of Shauna. I want to get into strategy. I want to get into growth, whether it's organic, inorganic, being able to forecast and have a year of foundational elements where we've got them on the path to kind of build upon that. I think it's exciting when you get to make investments, whether it's a producer, it's an agency or a business that you're buying, whatever your path is, and being able to actually look forward and say, hey, this is my 5 to 10 year vision. Let's get creative. I think that's fun. And I like to live in the future when we get to put some numbers behind it. So for me, I'm excited for growth strategies and actually getting to the fun stuff.
Awesome. Thank you. Good. I know what my, you want me first? Okay. So Don and I always encourage the team to grow, learn, and improve. But we also take that to heart for ourselves. So as of now, this is mid-November 2025, we are both advanced exit planners. What does that mean? Well, it means we studied a lot, and it means that I am in the midst of a major certification process so that I will be your certified exit planner by the end of the year. I am really diving in the deep end, getting it done. It is so easy to start a business. You just go to your county clerk, your clerk's office, whoever you need to, and you fill out the paperwork. It can be that easy. What we have found, it is very hard to have a successful business. We all know the statistics, 80%, whatever it is, fail in their first year. It's hard to really have a successful business. What no one tells you, it's impossible or nearly impossible to understand how to exit your business. And we're not talking tomorrow. These are 5 to 7 year plans that need to be in place. There's so many deep things. If you have future perpetuation internally, what kind of buy, sell, or buy back agreements. I mean, we're talking very, very strategic, tactical, what life insurance policies are in place and all of that. So I am on a path to be certified by the end of the year. It is a value-added service. We are at this point not going to go to market. If you're a mastery program, you will have access to that and all the cool tools we build for it in 2026. So super excited. We're already having these deep relationships. And the one thing that really struck me most in our studies, and I won't say this for you, for me, is on one of the units, one of the modules, one of the videos started, have you ever had someone tell you, if anything happens to me, I told my family to call you? And that stopped me in my tracks because Don and I have had numerous agency partners tell us that. I told my family to call you if something happened to me. That is truly an honor and a blessing. It is not an exit plan. So stay tuned for next year. I am super excited to offer this deeper level of strategic planning to our agency owners. Don, anything you want to add? Because you're the advanced, you're with me on advanced.
Regardless of where you are in the business maturity, whether you are new to your agency and you plan to have it and be running it for 30 more years, or maybe it's only 5-year horizon or 3-year horizon, regardless of where you are, there are key value driving activities.
And there's the words for next year.
So the theme of 2026 will be driving value. And we're going to be bringing a whole host of new tools to help you drive value in your agency.
So super excited. It's a heavy, serious topic. But yet, there's a relief in understanding it. We've gotten questions for years. We are not doing valuations. We are not doing mergers and acquisitions. This is far different. This is helping our agency partners plan for their eventual exit on their terms.
And it turns out that in that planning goes hand in hand with driving value. And we're going to talk about all the things that you can do that you probably already touch upon many of them, but more purposefully perform to drive better value. And that is just as important if you're just starting out and your time horizon is 30 years. Those things are just as important to the person who's saying, well, I'm going to exit in 3 to 5 years. Equally important for everybody. Exit planning and driving value is for every business.
So there we go. Now, to that end, one of my 2025s was I was happy that the team, Agency CFO team, is so solid, so stable that we've had a great year. When we get to that point, what does Agency CFO do?
Hey, we want to expand our team.
Absolutely. So we are currently in the interview phase for future CFOs for Agency CFO. We are thrilled. We do it very slowly, very purposefully, because we maintain our team, we maintain our agency partnerships, we maintain our industry relationships, and we understand the heavy responsibility when we bring someone new on.
Absolutely.
So it's something to look forward to. So 26.
All right.
What's your anything else to add? That was we did a joint one.
We want to leave you with a message, and that is that we want to wish you happy holidays.
And whatever we are grateful for. So you go first this time.
Oh, I'm just grateful that we have the tremendous team that around us. The core of any business is the team. And I am so proud of the team this year. What can I say?
It was a good one. I am grateful. So I will ditto. And then I am grateful for those agency owners that we have those close relationships with. This year, Don and I were blessed to see some of you in person for fun, fun evening dinners and just networking and strategic stuff. But really, it is very real to us. So I am grateful for all of you for that good sense of purpose.
For being entrusted, for entrusting us.
Yeah, that we do not take lightly. We do not take that. So thank you for your trust. I'm going to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. On to Kayla. We'll go in reverse order this time.
You stole mine. I was going to say thank you. It's cheesy, but thank you for your trust. We would not be able to do what we do without you trusting us. This last year, you mentioned getting to see people in person, whether it's a text, a phone call, or it's opening up about your business, where you plan to go. That all takes a high level of trust to open up. So, for us, we love when you do, and, we try to be as trusting as possible, but the fact that you do, we're grateful for it.
Fabulous. Shauna?
Mine kind of ties in with my 2025 recap. Is I'm grateful for the meaningful relationships with my clients. I've had several clients, open up on personal sides of things, and I'm a mom of 3. It lets me open up from my side as well, and they get to know a little bit about my personal life and what I've got going on, and then what they've got going on. So I'm just grateful to develop those relationships.
That's awesome. Adam?
I love being able to do something that I love doing every day, playing with data, working with numbers, and using it to provide meaningful insight to people answer questions that they never knew were out there. And thank you to the clients that reach out to me. I don't get to speak to too many clients, so every once in a great while, I get a phone call with either some feedback or a question. And I love that so much. Thank you all very much. Peace, love, and happiness for the holidays.
Awesome. Susan.
I'm grateful for the last year. It's been really good. I feel like this was kind of a stretch for me, but I felt supported 100% of the time. And I've learned a lot, and I'm grateful for that, just the support and the love, and looking forward to next year. So yeah, happy 2026 to everybody.
I know, isn't it funny to say that? And we do love you, Susan. We are just so happy. You are such a quiet, steady presence for all of our chaos. That is grateful. And speaking of chaos, our chief cat herder, client experience extraordinaire, Jamie.
Just echoing a little bit of what everybody said. I'm grateful to have the team that we have with each and every one of you. And I'm grateful for all of the plans we have going into 2026 and the support that I don't speak for all of you, but you can agree that we all feel, going into all of the different endeavors and the cool stuff that Agency CFO is working on.
That is fantastic. Good. So thank you. Thank you.
It's been a wonderful journey. It is a journey.
Yeah.
Business life is a journey. Let's all enjoy the journey. We're so proud of all of you internally. All of our client partners, everybody we work with, wish you continued success and a great 2026.
Absolutely.
Be well.
Be well. Thank you. And finally, we've got one more finally. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. As Adam said, I think I loved how you said it. Peace, love, happiness. Thank you.